Hi, my name is Jay Johnson, President and CEO of WindowPurchase.com. It's an interactive learning center website to teach people about windows by way of pictures and videos and stuff. Also, a couple books I put out in the past is How to Shop for Windows and Doors and What Window Companies Don't Want You to Know. Now, I condensed this down to a PDF version on my website, WindowPurchase.com, and it's loaded with a lot of extremely helpful information and very specific questions. Please check it out. Anyway, here's your tip of the day. There is nothing magical about windows. You have good ones and you have bad ones. The problem is when they're new and they bring the samples in the house or you go into the showrooms, the windows look great because they're new. But windows are very component driven. Now if you're building the window primarily to be sold to dealers, that already causes some problems. One, dealers don't want to pay a lot of money wholesale for the windows they get. So you're already limiting yourself on how good you can build the window. You're going to be limited possibly to mid-grade to low-grade components. But if you're building the window, if the manufacturer is building the window to go directly to the clients, it affords you the ability to put better components, better ingredients, better constructed, because it's going straight to the homeowner. You're not trying to keep it at that low wholesale price the dealer wants to buy it for. So one of those components I want to discuss today is called glazing beads. So I want to show you an example of something. These windows behind me, this brand has no glazing bead. This brand, the glazing bead is on the room side, and it's designed to hold the glass in. Kind of an important function. This one also has it on the room side, and they blend in seamlessly with the window. Now what a glazing bead allows the company to do, if they so choose, is if you have glass breakage or seal failure, they don't have to replace the whole window. They don't have to replace the whole sash that goes up and down. They can just remove these glazing beads and give you a whole new glass package. Now this window here that doesn't use a glazing bead at all, if this were to break or have seal failure, they're going to have to replace all of this that I have tilted in. All of it. Because there's no way to just remove the glass and replace the glass. And that is more of an issue, especially it kind of exacerbates it if you have a darker color on the outside of the window. So let's say the outside of the window is black. Well, if I got to replace the whole bottom sash 3 years, 5 years, 10 years later, that new black color is not going to look the same as the older faded color up on top. So then there's some companies. This is the main frame of a double hung. This is the part that goes up and down that I was moving. And I'm going to come in here to show you what I wrote on this. And this is a very thin, flimsy, single-wall glazing bead. There's no reason to put it outside and make it this chunky, but this is what a lot of companies do. So let me show you some pictures of what this usually winds up looking like down the road. On my presentation pad here, you can see what this says. And no truer statement has ever been made about windows, or doors for that matter. So here's a glazing bead when it was new. And it still doesn't look that great. If you're going to go out and buy a window with a single wall exterior glazing bead, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, how many pictures do I have to take and show clients to get them not to buy windows that are making the windows this cheaply? And you have to understand that most of what drives this is they're building the windows to go to the dealers, and it limits them from building a better window. Now, this one is a very strong glazing bead, and you can see why it's strong. As a matter of fact, if you were here to bend it, this is as tough as a bone. So when you compare these, this manufacturer builds it to come directly to you. This manufacturer builds it to be sold to the dealers. The other thing is this is so bad it should have been on the room side. This one's good enough to go outside, but they actually put it on the room side of the window, which also gives it better curb appeal. Anyway, that's my tip of the day. I cannot tell you how important it is to know each component going into your window, because nothing's going to show up in your house at the time of presentation that's going to look ugly. It all looks great because it's new. Anyway, I'm Jay Johnson. This video was on glazing beads. Please check out my website, windowpurchase.com. Pick up a copy of the PDF book. Thank you so much and subscribe to my channel.